We've rounded up the best real-life details about the Sex Education cast. Like which on-screen couple became a real-life item, whether Ncuti Gatwa has anyone special in his life, and if Emma Mackey and Asa Butterfield are more than just friends.
Damn it!
No, he could never.
Tough girl Maeve Wiley is played by 25-year-old Emma Mackey. While this role launched Emma into the spotlight, it's also been a catch-22. She's not in love with fame, but now that she's in the public eye, she'll never be able to escape it. Emma struggles with celebrity obsession. I didn't get into acting to become a celebrity because it's terrifying. You'd have to be a complete sociopath to want to be a celebrity. At heart, Emma would rather write and direct than act. But for now, her love of acting outweighs her disdain for fame. Thank goodness. You can catch her in 2 big-budget movies, The Winter Lake and Eiffel. And we look forward to watching her in Death on the Nile, a detective thriller set to be released early next year. When it comes to dating, the young star guards her privacy carefully. She used to be on Instagram, but isn't anymore. However, 3 years ago, she revealed romantic ties with someone special, Dan Whitlam, a fellow actor and poet. Mackey and Whitlam's pages were full of pictures of one another for ages. Yet now we're only left with Dan's IG profile. And his recent posts are mostly about his poetry. Maybe love is just one long goodbye. It's one slow walk to the exit sign. We're not sure if this bodes badly for Dan and Emma, but until one of them admits the truth, it's a mystery. The same can't be said for one of Emma's co-stars, who's quite open about his love life. Connor Swindells has a lot in common with his character, the troubled teen Adam Groff, and we're not talking about sexual orientation.
Like becoming someone else. A lot of people, it is, and that's what they get off on, is moving into someone else's skin, but it's never been that to me. To me, it's always about, I just play myself.
The 24-year-old actor didn't have a happy childhood. When Swindles was 7, he lost his mother to cancer. After that, he was tossed from relative to relative, making him feel unwanted and alone, like his character Adam.
I know what it's like to grow up with something missing.
To cope, he turned to boxing, and in turn, developed an eating disorder. After an injury, he had to let go of his dream of becoming a professional boxer. He also never took his studies seriously, but one school teacher believed in him. This was all he needed to move on and become an outstanding actor, despite no formal training behind his name. Before Sex Education, he'd acted alongside famous names like Gerard Butler and Keepers. You can also see him in the adaptation of Emma by Jane Austen, and his part in BBC's Vigil sees him playing a different type of character in the role of Lieutenant Simon Hadlow. Although Swindles didn't wish an unhappy childhood on anyone, it helped him connect to Adam. He also found common ground when he started dating a co-star and learned she went through the same thing. Remember the first season's hilarious opening scene?
Where's the spunk?
The role of Aimee is played by her namesake, 26-year-old actress Aimee Lou Wood. And did you know that Wood and Swindles actually became a real-life couple too? Swindles made it clear that they only began dating after the first season concluded. But although they looked very happy together, the pair have since parted ways. Wood says it wasn't a toxic breakup. We have a mutual respect and we want the best for each other. They're still good friends who like to joke together.
Was,
unfortunately.
Go on, Connor.
That's dark.
But beneath their light exteriors, Aimee and Connor share unhappy childhoods. I used to be like Aimee in the sense that I only wanted one side of myself to be shown, which was, I'm the court jester, but I was in so much pain underneath it all. Like Swindles, Wood suffered from eating problems, in her case anorexia and bulimia. In addition, she was bullied in her youth about her body and teeth.
When I think back now, like, so harsh to myself, like, you're I actually wrote on my mirror when I was younger, fat.
Okay.
Yeah.
She ended up with such low self-esteem that she didn't audition for the role of Aimee, believing that she'd never get a role on TV because she's too weird-looking. The fact that she's won a BAFTA for Best Female Comedy Performance for Sex Education clearly proves otherwise. The actress now has several other projects lined up. Among them is her first lead role in Living opposite Bill Nighy. She also has a small part in The Electrical Life of Louis Wayne, featuring Benedict Cumberbatch and Claire Foy. But did you know that Aimee originally auditioned for the role of Lily? As things stand, though, Tanya Reynolds did an excellent job of bringing this quirky teen to life.
Oh, that's coming back.
Oh,
damn!
The 29-year-old actress proved that age is just a number when she took the role of a teenager. She had other roles under her belt before entering the sex ed scene, including Bisexual, Delicious, and Death in Paradise. Out of all her characters, though, Lily is her favorite. After the season 2 promo, she spotted a full-sized poster of Lily. And while most of the stars wouldn't think of using such an item as decor, she grabbed it for her own bedroom wall. In real life, Reynolds can relate to Lily in at least one way. She also describes herself as awkward. The actress enjoys writing down whatever runs through her mind, and on that note, she's working on a short film script about social anxiety. Just as her script is still a mystery, so too is her romantic life. If rumours from last year are true, she's been dating a British co-star from another show. Her said-to-be beau is Freddie Fox from White House Farm. Tanya and Freddie met while playing a young couple in the period drama Fanny Lie Delivered, but it's not clear if they're an item or not. So now, let's look at the actress who portrays Lily's on-screen love interest, Ola. This was one of 26-year-old Patricia Allison's first major TV roles, and although she had a blast, her favourite character is Lily. The young star is looking forward to seeing how her career will develop, but would love to be in a movie by Jordan Peele or Yorgos Lanthimos. Besides acting, she's a writer and has been involved in a few short films which will still be released. And when it comes to her relationship status, she's not secretive. Patricia is dating Philip Walsh, an aspiring actor and the artist behind the brand Nihilist. His IG profile is full of pics of him and Patricia sporting his clothing line. Speaking of fashion, it's time to see what the actor behind Eric is up to.
Hello, hi. Hi. My name is Ncuti Gatwa.
This 28-year-old Rwandan Scottish actor can relate to his character in many ways. Gatwa admitted that he also felt isolated while he was growing up. There weren't many people that looked like him in Scotland, where he went to school after his family fled Rwanda as refugees. In a BBC documentary, Black and Scottish, Ncuti speaks about being bullied at his new school.
Being a Rwandan boy in the house and a Scottish bamper outside, they were two worlds that I had to make work together.
That's why Ncuti could really relate with Eric and the two faces he had to wear at home and at school. On that note, Gatwa receives loads of messages from people telling him how Eric's experience mirrors their own. One such DM moved the actor to tears. A stranger revealed how watching Otis and Eric's dance at the end of season 2 helped him escape his own world, even if just briefly. For Gatwa, that makes it all worth it, because at first, he wasn't sure how his family would view his role as a gay teenager. Luckily, they surprised him by being protective and supportive. Many fans wonder whether Ncuti is gay in real life. Well, it looks like he used to date the actress Jessica Hardwick, but we can't say for sure since the actor is silent when it comes to matters of the heart. Gatwa's co-star Kedar Williams-Sterling is another closed book.
Who is your celebrity crush?
You.
The 26-year-old actor who plays Jackson has many acting credits to his name, but his role in Sex Education introduced him to a broader audience. Since he's such a private guy, we'll have to make do with knowing that Kedar is a huge Bruce Lee fan. We can totally see him kicking and punching his way into an action-packed leading role one of these days. He's revealed that he keeps himself busy by writing his own scripts and spending time with his 3 dogs and 2 cats. In terms of his romantic life, we suspect he's dating, but can't prove it. And now, before we get to the main teenage star of the show, let's talk about someone who almost turned down the part of Dr.Jean Milburn. Gillian Anderson is one of the reasons why many viewers started watching Sex Education. Interestingly, it was Gillian's boyfriend who convinced her to have a second look at the script after she nearly discarded it. The actress who did a sterling job as Lady Margaret Thatcher in Netflix's The Crown is dating the same show's creator, Peter Morgan. So Morgan deserves a thank you for changing her mind about entering the world of teens and their troubles. Now, without further ado, we bring you Asa Butterfield. At 24, Asa is the youngest cast member, but he has an impressive list of roles behind his name. He's been acting since he was 8 years old, and you can also watch him in Hugo and Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Of course, he's also well known for his role in the acclaimed film The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Next, Butterfield is set to star in a new 80s-inspired horror thriller, Cursor. He'll rub shoulders with Iola Evans of The 100 and The Gentleman's Eddie Marsan. In his free time, he's been keeping himself busy by building a video game and writing his first TV script. Butterfield dreams of getting behind the camera, but we'll have to wait a while to see that. I want to tell stories about areas of the world that I understand and appreciate. I'm trying to not say what my idea is. Asa is just as secretive about his personal life. The rumor mill has mentioned romantic ties with various co-stars like Ella Purnell, Hailey Steinfeld, and even Nina Dobrev. But currently it's unclear whether he's single or taken. Naturally, many fans are shipping Asa and Emma, but it doesn't look like there's anything more than friendship. A BFF type of friendship, that is. Last year, Asa, Emma, and Ncuti went on a road trip across the US, and the 3 looked like the best of pals. But wait, Asa did spill one hilarious secret. He enjoys watching Sex Education with his family, and even his grandmother has seen the show and approves. On that note, Season 2 threw a spanner into Otis and Maeve's love story by bringing in young Isaac. If you're still angry about that deleted voice note, you're not alone. But a good cliffhanger is what makes it all worth the wait, isn't it? Until then, make sure you watch the first look at Sex Education Season 3, and don't forget to stay awesome.